at the Pickle Yard Conference League. My name is Chino Romero.
I'm Mike Evangelista.
And we are now kicking things off with our second game for the day between the Philex Vanguards up against our Fortrust Masters. Let's get things going here.
Yes, boys are warmed up. Refs calling them in here any second, warming up their serves, and we will be underway very shortly. We're in for an exciting match between the
Up against the Philex Vanguards, we have Team Polero and Cabellon. Good start here from Hans Cabellon. Hans was coming in from a recent injury.
Yeah, you can see on his knee right there.
Last week.
Hans did go ahead and he put that ball away. He thought it was in. They went ahead and used their challenge. Our line ref called it out. 1 point here for Fortrust.
So far, we're seeing more movements here from Hans Cabellon. As yesterday, he was slightly struggling with that injury that he took from last week.
Yeah. I mean, we're glad to have him back. You know, we wish no injury. We wish our players very long. You'll be seeing it. He has that left knee taped up really well.
Of course, we have Tim, the enforcer, Polero.
Yes.
Making sure that his team is in check.
Yep. And what we're gonna see here a lot from Tim later is you're gonna see a lot of energy. Those feet, they almost never stop moving, you know.
They don't.
He stays on his toes. He tries to keep those smiles there. You know, see a lot of emotions coming from him. Most of the time, you might see his facial expressions that make me like they look, you know, off-putting sometimes, but you never see him really giving that negativity. You know, it's always encouragement.
As we did see yesterday as well.
Yeah.
He was quite a very reassuring character for the team of the Philex Vanguards.
You're right. Got out early. Maybe they just needed to go over some tactics that they needed to work on. Hopefully it didn't have anything to do with any knee problems, you know. Hopefully they would be able to use a medical timeout for that reason. But let's see. Look, they just took like a quick 15-second timeout there. And we are back in.
Now here, EJ Togade and Coach Toy. Let's see what Hans Cabellon can do. Now tied at 2-2. By the way, to all of our viewers, kindly share our current live stream as we do have a raffle going on. We have Dennis Ibanez tuning in. Let's go Fortrust Masters. Let's go Lady Tashant here up against EJ Togade. Team Polero with a nice speed up. Killing the ball there. Right in front of Coach Toy. Lovely angle shot. Even if it's right in front of you, the moment that angle goes wide, it's not something that's easy to reach into and not pop up on the way back. Now here Hans Cabellon. Team Polero caught there by one of the shots by EJ Togade. Earning themselves a side out. 2 against 4 here. Successful with that exchange.
Yeah. Hey, no, we can see who they're targeting right here in this match, you know. They'll probably switch it up later after Hans warms up and gets hot on it, but right now, Hans is their target.
Scramble there.
Dude, I saw multiple Ernie attempts trying to come through and people out of position and scrambling. Fortrust comes out on top.
From a scramble to a good recovery, scoring a point. Now let's see what happens here. Eyes of our linesman, that ball was out. Here in the court, Mike, we're hearing the tennis grunts from our players.
We are. Hopefully that mic over there over the net is picking stuff up. Yes, a A lot of shouts coming from the crowd as Tim Polero blocks and gives a high ball for EJ Tugade to just put away. He's giving those balls hard. He's giving his effort. You know, some people, they just need those grunts. It just gives them that confidence.
There was a man I was speaking with before. His name was Andrew Hornshaw, a tennis player all the way from the UK. And I was playing doubles with him up against a really difficult opponent, and he was explaining to me what the grunt was for as I tried to grunt myself, and he said, it's supposed to relax the player off of a powerful shot.
You know, just, yeah, I agree. I kind of use it too. You know, and in some cases, to your opponents, you know, it, what did I say? It comes as a form of intimidation as well. Well done by Tim Polero, accepting that speed up from EJ Tugade and sending it very wide out of the reach of Coach Toy.
Now here at 5'7", Tim Polero serving it up against Coach Toy, playing for that switch there. Caballon now quick on his feet, scoring that side out. Coach Toy is supposed to be one of the best tennis players we've had here. Classified as a Class A tennis player.
Very nice.
Lovely shot there by EJ Tugade, ringing my right ear. Get away. EJ Tugade. Tim Polero punishing that high cross-court shot from EJ Tugade.
We are seeing a mix-up from this time. We have Tim moving to the left side position in this one. Maybe he wants to try to take control of this match. They did see that they kept attacking
Hans Caballon.
Caballon, so let's see. Putting himself on that side is making him the new target.
Slightly squeezed up there with a shot down the middle. Both players from the Fortrust, from the Philex Vanguards, trying to take that overhead. Heavy drives here for our Fortrust Masters.
You see some frustration coming out here from Hans Caballon, as these guys cannot find their groove.
Dominant lead here, only 2 points away from closing this game. Fortrust Masters taking it away. 9-5.
Or say 5-9 right now. We do have that change of service. See if they can get it.
Very hot start here from our...
There, just had a lot of slice on it. That underspin made that ball very hard to return. EJ Tugade was unable to get it back over the net.
Going for the same shot here.
And
EJ, Hans Caballon.
He did it twice.
Catching Tugade twice, yeah.
He got him twice. And it puts them at only a 2-point deficit. And they come back.
That's why I love my backhand slices. Beautiful shots here from Hans Caballon up against EJ Tugade.
Third Vanguards have.
It's a very quick game here too. I mean, in such a short span, we're now seeing the Fortrust Masters scoring 9 points and the Philex Vanguards scoring 8 for themselves in a very short span.
Yeah, it is. I feel like this game has gone actually really quick. We're not seeing these super long rallies, you know.
Yes.
Probably, the most touches we might have seen on a ball so far is
3 or 4.
Maybe 10 touches on a ball would be our longest rally so far. Our dink rallies, you know, they haven't been doing too well. We've been seeing some very early speed ups. A few of them pretty immature too, so just ending up into the net.
And now here in our comment section, Ariane Borromeo Samama, let's go Fortrust Masters, go Vince EJ Togade. Yes, another frequent watcher from Kitang Kita kung gaano kayo kagaling sa tennis. Yes, I agree. Those
Yes.
forehand drives, those grunts, very
Yes.
tennis. And we also have Rico Suave, nice Fortrust Masters. And of course, Mixie D, the team manager. Very hot start once more. Off of a technical timeout. Being contested here.
Definitely being contested. I would contest this one.
And
That
that
ball was
ball-
clearly in.
That
Yes.
ball was in.
Yes. I want to say it was probably about 4 to 5 feet from the line also. It was hit so fast by the time they got to turn around.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, it was just such a flat drive too.
Yeah. And also good sportsmanship here from Tim Polero, not letting that line call get into his head.
Yes.
He immediately went up to the linesman and shook his hands. Well done. So to our watchers, Tim Polero called the enforcer, as he is an Air Force man himself. We had a lot of viewers from the Air Force. Thank you for your service. Lovely shot there from EJ Togade. A scramble. 2 net cords in favor of the Philex Vanguards. Slowing things down. First one we're seeing here. Now we're back to the backhand dinking. Catching that tape once more for the 4th time. EJ Togade up against Hans Cabellon.
Yes. Right now. And run away with this game.
You know, my co-commentator, Jim Pascual, like we've been referring to Tim here as something synonymous to a diesel engine.
Is it slow to warm up, or he just goes, huh?
Yeah, he keeps going.
Yeah. He warms up. He gets pretty hot.
And most especially once there's a commanding lead against him, the better his play becomes. It doesn't get to his head, it makes him better. Coach Toy trying to put a halt to the Philex Vanguards catching up here. Hans Cabellon finding his space.
The equalizer right there, putting them at 9-9-2. Second serve right now, Hans Cabellon. Let's see. They need 2 to put this away.
Ball goes wide there. But we have Tim Polero trying to contest that shot.
He's trying to claim that something was touched. And
Okay.
how far did it go? Let's go. We are tied at 9-9. There. That is one stop that
Tim Polero and Hans Cabellon now in the zone.
yes.
As now the line calls are becoming or changing to their favor. Mixie D is probably off of her seat.
Yes.
And in the background we have Ate Aira supporting her husband, Coach Toy.
There's that side out. Can they equalize again and get that deuce?
Coach Toy's powerful drive finding the net there. High risk, high reward for those lovely strong drives. Forced forehand return there from Coach Toy. EJ Togade with a put away.
And they pay for it. 1 point needed by Fortrust.
To all of our viewers, kindly share our live stream. We have Ferdy Pabalan. Let's go. Born to win PH. Forex trading. Education. And so to recompose himself as that line call. Bolero shaking the hand of the linesman.
Thank you for your service, linesman.
Thank you for your service. DJ Tagade. Earning themselves a second serve on behalf of the Philex Vanguards.
There.
Sorry, pushing the Philex Vanguards to a second serve.
A risky move there by Tim Polero. Unlucky.
Falling onto the sky as Coach Toy right before the serve.
I believe this is their 5th match point attempt. And there it goes.
Winning that game. I jumped off my seat there and got goosebumps.
You kind of wanted that ball to go over the net too, huh? Just to extend that game. Unlucky. Well done though.
Some excitement there from Coach Toy and EJ Togada as they took that game home. But of course, before we proceed, thank you very much to our sponsors, Sports Central, the official retail partner of PYCL.
We have Dear Self, our aesthetics and wellness partner.
And Box, the official apparel partner of PYCL.
For our tech part, our great balls brought to us by Faculos.
And Smile 8, the official production partner of PYCL. And of course, let us not forget, thank you very much, Greenwich SOMO, for keeping our stomachs fed for the past 2 days.
Thank you very much. I wonder what we're having for lunch.
I'm so excited for lunch now because right after
Do we get
this
lasagna?
game,
I mean, they mixed up the meals. We didn't get
they
lasagna
did.
yesterday, but we might get lasagna today.
Hopefully we're gonna have some lasagna today. And you know, it keeps us excited. And it keeps everyone motivated.
Something to look forward to, huh?
Yeah, it keeps the spirits high. Thank you very much, Greenwich. And of course, we've been seeing him walk around and take a few photos. Dink pics. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You want to get some photos with some pros or of some?
And of course, by the way, to all of our viewers, we're also on YouTube, and in a short moment, we're also going to be on TikTok. So, share our stream, support our athletes, and support our teams. Of course, here in the comment section, team manager Mixie D. There we go. And we also have James Sangkad. Good luck, Toy. Ariane Borromeo Samama, nice one. Vince EJ Togade and Kuya Toy. Let's go Fortrust Masters. So here in the stands we have a lot of the supporters for Coach Toy.
He's got his that live. Let's get more viewers out here to support our players and the league. Thanks a lot, guys. As our women's doubles start to get warmed up, we're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break, guys, and we'll be back to you soon.
And now here, gracing our court, Macy Solone Banez, Our Lady Tower, paired up with Eren Chua, up against Princess Katindig and Patri Mundo. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw that highlight where Macy Solone Banez dove for that ball, scoring that shot.
I was not commentating on that. I was just standing over the side. I saw that. She dove for that ball. It was beautiful, you know.
The whole crowd cheered.
She dove her whole
Yeah.
body in.
to take that shot.
Who was that? Alkiza was the one trying to come finish that ball off.
Uh,
Ernie actually tried to return it, and it just went real wide.
It did.
And it came in. Yeah. Had everyone on their feet, and I just had all of that off the mic.
Oops. And now an early ceiling fault there as Katindig tried to attack Aaron Chua. Now here Aaron Chua bring things around. Patre Mundo with a lovely angled overhead. So Macy Ibanez has been one of these very well-rounded players. She has great offense given her her size and her stature, being called the Lady Tower. But she's also got this really great defense. Like no matter what ball is given to her, she's there to defend, and she takes it almost like a volleyball libero. And Chua, a very strong defensive player. Now here, Patre Mundo. And then Chua catching Princess Katindig there.
Yeah. She asked me before the match she'd rather just go by Cess.
Cess, let's go with Cess.
Let's go Cess.
Well
Well done by Cess actually on that one.
Saying her name frequently, huh?
Yeah.
Is what helps her.
Yep. Just we're giving her some power from back here. Cess finds that middle straight through the center, and that looked like there was no challenge. Yes. We know we love women's pickleball, don't we? Oh, that power, All that power, all fastballs, The ball doesn't even want to touch the ground most of the time. The only time it touches the ground is right before they score a point. There it is. Well done. Why is it that women have such good backhands naturally? So I can never find that faith or that trust in my backhand. Like women just go to it so well. And Fat Raymundo finding the tip of her paddle. No control at all on that overhead smash.
Speaking of backhands, like for me, when I came into the sport, I came from table tennis. So from a walling perspective, it was much easier for me to wall backhands as it comes back at me directly.
Yeah. When you're more in a defensive mode and stuff, backhand is what you want to use. But what I'm referring to about when it comes to girl is that two-y backhand. That one does not come natural. But definitely for our viewers out there, I want you guys to know that if you're defending your body, you should be using your backhand. Your backhand covers like 80 to 90% of what you can actually hit. So definitely, yeah. Backhand is where you should be. But these girls.
Unless you have the wrist of someone like David Solano.
Yeah, that's some miracle worker stuff that he's got there.
Lovely drop shot there from Patre Mundo. Macy Ibanez quick on her feet. Aaron Chua trying to find a setup here. Aggressive play here from both sides. Macy Ibanez not finding that line.
It's a good play though. It's a good play. Very exciting watching women's pickleball.
Now here, Sis Katindig playing against Aaron. Very patient game here so far. Aaron not making it quite through that net. Now here, 2-point lead by our Fortrust Masters. Lovely shot there from Patre Mundo. Beginning with a beautiful setup down the middle. Playing her back and forth here.
Had him running all over the court, They weren't sure if they were supposed to move all the way forward. The second she brought them forward, they both rushed in for that ball, and she found that opening. Lovely. Well done, Pat Raimundo.
Lovely passing shot.
Yeah. Well, just very well executed.
Now here Macy having all of that height over that ball. That were
Going
Eula
as-
smash replay of the game. Bang! 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 It appears as though the play here from the Philex Vanguards is really to test the speed and the defense capabilities here of our Fortrust Masters, as they have been opting for Macy Ibanez to run around the court.
Yeah, they're definitely moving. You
Yeah.
know, they're moving their opponents all over. But they're coming out on top. But still, you can see that these girls, they know how to deal with it. They are. They have good movement. At this level, they definitely should.
Now Eren Chua on the offense.
Well, yeah. Their partner, Pat Raimundo, is trying to call that ball out. Then a little bit caught off guard that she actually hit the out ball and just wasn't ready for that ball to come back towards her feet. Unfortunate. But part of the game.
Now at 4-6-2. Lovely lob there from Eren Chua. Well defended by Seska Pindig. And a drop from Eren Chua. Macy Ibanez finding that opening set up by Eren Chua.
That was is that what we call her, the Lady Tower?
Yeah. You're seeing it now.
You see it. I'm seeing it right now. She stands tall and she puts that ball away.
She has so much more time to get to that ball early, calling in a timeout right before they serve. Now just 1 point away.
I definitely, I would have called a timeout at the same time. They just came up 3 points in a row, and they're applying that pressure again. So definitely a perfect time to call a timeout. Hopefully they get their momentum back, and they can get that ball back on their side and go ahead and try to even up our score right now to a 1-1. Oh wait, actually currently Fortrust Masters had the men's doubles, right?
It's the Fortrust Masters who took that game away.
Scoreboard might show something different on our physical one we have here, not the one you might see on your screen. But yes, Fortrust right now, can they in this women's doubles match? Ooh, we just had a collision right here as Lady Tower goes to take that smash, and both of our girls going for the overhead at the same time end up running into each other and ending up on the ground together side by side. We may see that in the replay later.
I love the forehand volleys here of Seska Tindig. The way she takes them. Oh!
Wow.
And a lovely shot from Pat Raimundo.
That Pat Raimundo just kind of, she was trying to reset the ball, of course. You know, she just gave a light little drive just to get it over the net. You don't want to drive something, especially when you and your teammates are both, you know, at the baseline, because all they got to do is drop the ball. But luckily she got that net cord and caught Macy Ibanez off guard. Unfortunate attempt at a put away by Pat Raimundo here. Hitting the net, ball bounces out. Philex right now in the lead.
Lovely aggression there from Macy Abanez. I had to dodge that ball myself. It felt like I was going to go to the booth.
She tried to take us out too at the same time. Lady Tower over there with that
Right after
lovely overhead.
She's hit up one of our linesmen.
Yeah, I know. She's coming for everybody here in the back. The next one might be directly at me.
Finding her that edge guard once more. Let's see what happens here. That ball went wide in accordance to our lineswoman. Here in the comment section, we have James Sangkad, nice game. Griselia Tanco DL, let's go Fortrust. Now we're seeing the supporters here of our Fortrust Masters. Supportive talaga si Tita Bonsai ni Tito EJ. We have Judy Let K. Dumagpi. Saying let's go Fortress. We also have Nixie D saying what a setup by Pac. Now here, catching up really well, Fortrust Masters now leading this game by 1 point, 8-7-2. Patre Mundo on the offense with a lovely drop, caught by Eren Chua. Macy Ibanez, another net court there, playing it cross court. Ball is now called out. Let's see how this would be ruled.
Call stands as none of the linemen are able to get a clear view on Akpat, and our other linesman was watching the baseline, also said unable to see exactly if that ball landed in or not.
Hence they opted for that reserve. And it was a good call there by our official referee because he checked in with two linesmen who could have possibly seen that shot.
Yes.
And once it was inconclusive from either sides, they opted for that reserve, which is a very fair call for me.
Did they take a reserve or did
they opted for reserve? The lovely forehand volleys there. We're seeing something
a
similar
lot of
here
shot
once
calls.
more.
A lot of challenges. I'm pretty sure this one was out. Out. Yes. Confirmed by the linesman. Out. These girls using all their challenges up here in this match for sure.
Quite an emotional game so far, like multiple lines calls or multiple challenges.
Yeah, that's how this match has become right now. You know, these girls painting lines just to get points for the most part.
And now Patre Mundo making sure that the ball wouldn't get challenged, puts it right beside Eren.
That one is definitely not challengeable. That came right at the feet. Yeah.
So of course,
that one,
before we have G Serino. Have you played with G Serino?
I may not have.
Are these just boxes?
I know. Too bad.
So G Serino is actually one of the coaches and one of the players for Team Pickle Yard back in the day. Sadly, well, I mean, good for him, of course, but he's now in Singapore coaching tennis and pickleball.
Oh, there you
So
go.
very great opportunity for him. But sad for the Philippines is what's happening.
Gio? That's
G.
not Gio.
G
Okay.
Serino. Gio is different.
Okay. Gio was also a player for Pickle Yard before. I believe he is also tennis.
A tennis coach.
Training, a tennis coach
okay.
in Singapore also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Small world.
I was wondering if he was going to join this league, continue playing, and he told me he's waiting for his contract to come through because he's going to be coaching also tennis in Singapore.
Oh, wow.
Maybe they're out there together.
Maybe so. And now here watching us, we also have Marco Salem Rock from Team Pickle Yard. Oh, sorry, from Pickle Yard, Parañaque.
Yes.
So this guy, he's actually friends with Flojo. And he just missed the
buddy
game.
you talked about earlier?
Yeah, they were talking about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He just missed a game. They went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Enzo Timbol from Pickle Yard Parañaque.
Yes.
And of
Guys,
course,
make sure you
yeah,
are
you go.
following,
Yes.
sharing this, watching the lives.
Mhm.
Help us get this out there. Make sure everybody is here, a nice relaxed Sunday.
Space. That was a really deep coach. And to play a quality shot like that.
Mm-hmm. She didn't have enough power on it. And you know who was waiting for that? Aaron Chua is right there with that two-hand backhand. Ready to send it right back down the line.
Lovely forehand drives here from Katende.
Again!
Countered well by Aaron Chua.
And yeah.
For me,
If Philex had any timeouts left, I would take it too, just to cool down that backhand right now, coming from Aaron Chua, because she is sending it in the same spot. I think she hit the same spot on the court twice.
Twice. And for me, like that, those are some of the cautions that need to be made if you see your teammate driving the ball towards your opponents. You have to expect that ball to come back as fast, if not even twice as fast, as the ball crossed that net coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
As these counters can be juicy the moment they come back. Very aggressive playing styles here from our Philex Vanguards. Catching Macy Ibanez.
Fortrust on their possession there attempted to equalize us at 9-9 or even get more points, unable to do so. Let's see if Philex can put this away.
2 points to go. Katindig going for the same play. Pop up there. Macy Ibanez catching her.
Lady Tower, just towering over all those
Exactly.
balls.
Like, time and time again, she just keeps adding. She just keeps giving us reasons to call her the same thing.
Yeah.
Now at 9-8. Patri Mundo. Katindig with the offense. Team Polero celebrating from the sidelines.
Let's go.
That was a lovely offensive play from a right side player.
Yeah. Cess just saw that, that high cross court yank. Came up a bit too high and she sped it up right back down the center.
Now 1 point to go for our Philex Vanguards. Probably have Mixie D celebrating. And Chua with a lovely cross court drop. Defensive lob attempt. Goes wide there for Cess. Points needed here by our Fortrust man. Overhead doesn't
Pat.
quite cross the net.
Pat ready to grind up that matcha paddle she's got. Bit frustrated with herself. Given 3 smash attempts.
Scramble there to equalize this game. Fortrust Masters tying it up 10-10. Up against our Philex Vanguards.
Cess wanted to go for it, but Pat called that just a little bit late. She had no footwork. All she was doing was trying to dodge Pat's movement, trying to get back in position, and she was in no.
Lovely counter. Oh! And the Philex Vanguards taking this rally. One more stop to defend. Macy on the offense. Following up. And 2 out balls.
2 out balls. Pat about to be super frustrated at Seska Tindig after hitting that out ball. She herself decides not to hit the second out ball. Lets it go. And gives them a chance. Another chance at match point.
Kapindig. And Tim Polero celebrating right in front of Macy Ibanez.
I think the one that we really see in women's doubles, we do see that we find the right side player might be a lot less passive.
Mhm. Except for someone like Erin Chua.
Yeah, it hurts.
She knows.
And that is game. Yes, Erin Chua, she's playing more of that passer role to the right, but a lot of times you see, like for example, with Ces, Katindig, and Pat Raimundo, they're both being aggressive.
Yeah, they are.
In that match. And also when we see for example, like an ACP and a Joyce and Yosa matchup, they are both hyper aggressive. Nobody's really trying to give any ground or softballs. But that was a great match we got to see here from our ladies. We get a quick break.
1-1
Yes, they are tied up
against our
now.
Fortrust Masters. And we'll be moving on forth to our first mixed doubles pairing of the game. Now we're seeing on the court, warming up Kim Polero and Hans Cabellon,
Yes.
Ken Unique de la Cruz, and EJ Togade.
The boys just warming up the boys right now because the girls are already hot. They just came off.
They just came off a
But
game.
I believe the first matchup, Philex told me it should be Tim and Pat will be their first lineup, and then second will be Ces and Hans. We will see what Fortrust has lined up for their first pairing.
And of course, Mike, before we proceed, let PYCL.
Thank you, Sports 360, for that tech sponsorship.
We also have our panel partners, Lunar, Gearbox Allset, Eula, and Vole.
Courts brought to us by ProCourt.
We also have Pickle Yard, the official facility partner of PYCL.
Our balls, which we've only seen one break. How's that? One per day so far. We'll see if we'll break another one, but that's Faculos doing a great job for us.
We also have Smile 8, the official production partner of PYCL.
Thank you, Smile 8. And also food for today and for yesterday. And hopefully we get some lasagna. And if you guys are listening, Greenwich SOMO.
Thank you very much, Greenish, Somo, and of course to all of our viewers. Kindly share, comment, and follow us on all of our social media that's happening. We are also on YouTube, and hopefully soon, in a moment, we'll be on TikTok.
Yep. Alright, let's see. Manager Mixie sending in her love. What a match. That was a great match. Everybody did their best. They did well. It was very close. Love to see it. Love to see a deuce.
It's also like from the patterns we've been seeing here. Like it's always there's a side of it where it's so much more exciting to watch our women players, as they are very aggressive. Like it's a very highlight-worthy match.
Yeah, they do. I mean, when it comes to real life, you usually find them as the more patient ones in life. But when it comes to pickleball and sports, they have a lot less chill.
And now, gracing our table. Thank you very much, Greenwich. Let's see what's inside. It's chicken. Thank you very much, Greener Somo. We took a short break there as we were very excited to see what's for lunch. We're having chicken today, and we're asking for more pizza wraps. Thank you very much, Greenwich Somo. Now here, Irene Mercado. Grabe, the four ladies. I agree, as it was quite an astounding bout. Jay, sorry, sad. Nahanap ata sa floor. We are back on the way with our first mixed doubles game for the Philex Vanguards up against the Fortrust Masters. Kicking things off, we have Macy, the Lady Tower Ibanez, paired with Ken Unique de la Cruz, up against the Philex Vanguards, having Hans Cabellon and Ces Katindig. Very aggressive play here.
Okay. Hans just playing. He's just straddling that kitchen for most of those overheads. He hopped out off the first one with the overhead, then he straddled for the second and just got the very tip of his paddle and ended up setting it super short onto his own court on that third attempt.
And as I was saying, that's the dynamicism of someone like Macy Ibanez, like going for those overheads as we saw earlier from the women's doubles match, and now defending them
Yes,
with
definitely.
quality.
With quality, too.
Now building up their lead, Fortrust Masters. 2-0-2. Ces Katindig putting Macy Ibanez on the floor.
Yes, that was a well put, put away by Sis. She sent it right cross court. As you're gonna see a lot of these matches, they are not gonna be playing mainly into the male counterpart. So, but on that one we did. Sis is not scared. She will throw a few drives at Ken.
We're so happy we got pizza wraps. we got more chicken.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Greenwich SOMO, for all of the love and support. We're so happy. We're like kids right now getting our food from Greenwich. 2-2-2, neutralized and equalized by the Philex Vanguards. And now, catching up, Philex Vanguards. Hans Cabellon on the second serve here. Lovely offense from Hans Cabellon. Attacking both Ken Unique de la Cruz and Macy Ibanez. One stop being yelled here by Patre Mundo. Sorry, by Eren Chua. Ken Unique with some offense of his own, testing the defense of Ces Katindig. Now here trying to catch up Fortrust Masters in need of 2 points. I was watching Philex Vanguards yesterday, and there were some moments where Hans Cabellon tried to poach balls off of Ces Katindig, and there was some frustration there from Ces.
Yeah, we did see about he was not as successful as he is today.
And I guess that was also coming from his recent injury. That's slowly recovering. Lovely defense here from Macy, and soft shots from Hans Cabellon, not quite making it through.
Yeah, she just caught him off balance. He was trying to get back. He dug for that really short dink that just came over the net or touched the net. He could not get back to his side. She put it out wide, unable to get.
Here at the Pickle Yard Conference League. Scoring for the Fortrust Masters, now bring it 5-4. Ken Unique de la Cruz. Let's see if he could add to this lead. Lovely forehand drives. Well defended here by Ces Katindig. Now bringing it to the kitchen. AC Ibanez moving a lot here. Checking the resiliency. Lovely chop there up and attacking it.
Yeah, Hans painted that line twice against Macy. She had him guessing. Yeah, she had the double guess, like, is this ball going out, kind of thing like that. She just ended up giving a pop up on that third time it happened, just coming out so wide, and Hans just took advantage of that. We are tied at 5-5.
Very tight fight here between our Philex Vanguards. Lovely overhead there off of a pop-up from Sescatindig. Ken Unique de la Cruz taking it away. Lovely jump. So much height on that on that jump. So much airtime from Ken Unique de la Cruz. Let's see how this would be ruled. Fortrust Master saying that ball was out. And rightfully so. Ball was contested, falling to their favor.
Attempted drop shot by Ken. Goes a bit wide. We'll see if that happens again. I think Hans might be ready for the Ernie if he does that one more time. Wow. Well done. He was a bit shocked. You know, he thought it was going wide. And he took that extra second just to realize that the ball did have a bit of that spin or that direction coming into the court. Unable to recover. We are seeing this a lot right now. Every time Sescatindig sees that ball coming kind of high and wide, she gives that really strong cross court, you know. Wow. A wild drive right there attempted by Hans Cabellion. Flies way out. We have a little celebration there from Hans Cabellion. He enjoyed that. But again, like I had mentioned, every time you see Cess able to get her forehand on it, I think she's trying to speed that thing up. And it's working right now. Oh no. Hans Cabellion sees the perfect pop-up coming, goes for the poach. Tip of the paddle. Sends it out and wide and long, all the way. I think they might almost, oh, actually, our linesman has changed his position, De La Cruz. You know, he's putting these balls away. He's adding a lot of power. He's moving them around. He's not only giving them one smash to return. Great job. Masters, Fortrust Masters right now, have a lead right now, 7-6-1. And we see it again. Oh, every time we see that ball come a little bit high, you see Cess. She's gonna try to speed that bad boy up, and it works. You know, she gets a reaction, and Hans.
And now here, Fortrust Masters at a 2-point lead. But of course, let's thank the following Sports Central, the official retail partner of PYCL.
Thank you, dear self. You know, they have booths out here. You can come check them out here in person. Be sure to check them out. They are aesthetics and wellness partners.
We also have Antbox, the official apparel partner of PYCL.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's already gotten used to this, but we have Sports 360, our tech partner.
We also have our PAL partners, Lunar, Gearbox All Set, Eula, and Volley.
Thank you, Pro Court, for giving us such beautiful and just, you know, pro quality courts. Another thing lined up too, we're going to eat probably after this match finishes, but thank you, Greenwich SOMO.
Yes. So those breaks where I wasn't talking, or those parts where Mike here wasn't talking, it was because we were having our pizza wraps from Greenwich SOMO. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A lob attempt by Ken, very successful in pushing Philex off the line, but they are back.
Quick recovery too, getting themselves back into the kitchen.
Yeah, they thought they were in, but You know, I could not get that ball to drop low enough, and our master is able to keep them back from getting their proper defensive positions on the team. But we do have a big lead right now by the Masters.
And here we have Shobe Grace Bermudez. Let's go Fortrust.
Let's go Fortrust.
So to all of our viewers, kindly comment your favorite teams. Share our live. Share the support and share the love to your favorite athletes.
Yes, our viewers on YouTube. Come on, guys. Let's get some comments on here. We'll do some shout outs or anything that you guys want over here. Just go ahead and comment. And is she from Dumaguete also?
Yeah, she's also from Dumaguete.
All right.
Lovely shot there, Hans Caballon almost hitting the commentators.
Yes, went right between my legs actually.
Now here's Sescatindig trying to catch up to that 2-point lead of the Fortrust Masters. Lovely poach from Ken Unique de la Cruz. Ses off of a good counter. Scramble there.
There was a bit of a wild scramble. No one was actually in position on the side of Philex, but they managed to come ahead. And they are only down by 2 points now. Can they get the deuce?
Macy.
Well done. We spoke about it, right? Every single time you see a high enough ball come to Sescatindig, she is going to try to speed that bad boy up. And that might actually be the first one she has not gotten over the net in this match. Well done, though.
Once we have our stats people on the court, like how many forehand, what do you call those, speed-ups?
Yeah.
She only missed one so far. Coach attempt there by Hans. Getting Sescatindig off of position.
That wildness coming from Hans did not pay off on that ball. That
oh, he's taken his knee brace off.
Yeah, he did.
I had to defend myself.
Holy bad word. If that would have came,
Macy protected me.
She did.
That ball is coming straight at me.
It was. Ken was trying to get in front of it, couldn't get in front of it, and somehow Macy actually caught it coming past Ken, but just sent it wide. That would have been wild if she got that back in. Can they get one more stop? Can they get to the deuce? Or will? Oh, that's it right there. Fortrust takes game number 3. That puts them currently in the lead at 2-1, which puts all the more stress on the second pairing coming up right now, which is going to be side up. Let's see who they will be setting out as their mixed doubles. I believe it's going to be Ken De La Cruz again with Aaron Chua, quite possibly. We've been seeing that a lot lately. You know, they've been like their male all-stars. They're not putting them in their men's doubles pair. They've been using them in their mixed doubles pairing,
which is quite a smart thing to do because they would be coming in fresh, and what will be happening is they have two opportunities to get onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus one game.
And the fact that that player gets to play 2 games in a row, as long as they don't get injured in that fact, then you know, they're still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see who we see. Oh, right now warming up though, we see
EJ Togade.
Yes.
And Aaron Chua up against Pat Raimundo and Tim Polero. Okay, it's gonna be Ken.
It will be Ken again.
So I guess he just got off the court, so he's still nice and warm.
He's gonna take a quick breather. He doesn't need to warm up. So we have EJ warming up Aaron Chua for us right now, who is gonna be the partner of Ken De La Cruz again.
We're very excited for the game, but we're also very excited for lunch, as we have Greenwich SOMO keeping us company here today.
Thanks, guys.
You know, I got my Greenwich chicken right in front of me.
Yeah, you can order right here too, where we are from Pickle Yard SOMO. They have a booth set up for us too, right at the entrance. So come watch us live. Have some Greenwich.
And to other people who wish to sponsor us, we love food. We're right here.
Flakes. And also all our other sponsors.
You know,
We love
chocolate
you and
brand,
thank
snacks,
you.
got Dunkin'. To all of our viewers, before we proceed, kindly like our page. The better support we also get for our athletes. Now here, moving on to our second mixed doubles pairing of the game. We have De La Cruz Catherine saying, "Go Fortrust Masters." Guys, by the way, we're on YouTube. We're on the official Pickle Yard page. We're still trying to recover our
We are underway right now with our second set of mixed doubles. We do have a point scored right here by Philex. 101. And we have a ceiling out committed by Pat Raimundo. Hit that bit.
scoring on the feet of Ken Unique De La Cruz.
Alright, back to the game.
Now here at 2-0, Team Polero and Pat Raimundo up against Eden Chua and Ken Unique De La Cruz.
Football
appears
called
as
on
though-
Tim Valero right there. Unfortunate step on the line.
Lovely angles played here by Team Polero. One against Eden Chua. Ball goes high. Brings it wide towards Ken Unique De La Cruz.
And goes for the down the line speed up attempt. Probably about 3 inches long. Unfortunate. We are going back to Pat Raimundo to serve at 2-1-1.
Odd angle that was given to her by Ken Unique De La Cruz. Lovely follow-up. Ken Unique De La Cruz on the offense. Team Polero defending well. And a poach attempt by Team Polero. Not quite making it through.
Yeah, he had a good read on the ball. He knew where it was going. He just, that angle of his paddle, stepping into position with that poach, unable to keep it in balance. Second football for this match called on Tim Polero. This umpire is doing his job.
Impolero trying to verify when would it be a foot fault on how much of the line his foot would be covering. As we can see here, he's using a side of the court as an example, as it could be perceived as a foot fault, but then again, I mean, it just might be the tip of a shoe.
Yep,
We'll see
could
what
be.
the ruling would be.
Like I had mentioned earlier, he does do very, very small little kind of foot movements. So
Lovely shot there from Timpolero, catching Canyonique De La Cruz off guard from a backhand shot. Pero
yes, he made that down the line look so open.
yeah,
He just baited Aaron Chua and jumped right back in and gave it back real quick.
you know, there's a Filipino term for that. There's a Filipino term for that.
Which
For that fake, that pump fake that he was doing. It's
Yeah.
called magulang. Where it's almost like saying you're quite crafty.
Oh, I thought Gulang was child.
No.
It's not.
Well, in some sense, like magulang is a parent.
Oh, parent. I got
Yeah.
you.
Lovely coverage here from Timpolero. Patrimundo getting into that party. Aaron Chua with a counter that goes wide off of the backhand here of Timpolero.
3-2-1. That's right. Just a weird call from the umpire, but yes, that was 3-2-2. And we are going back to the side of Fortrust Masters. Ken De La Cruz apologizing for this overhead smash that came directly at the body of Tempolero. It didn't look very intentional, you know, he might have been aiming for his feet, but it was still coming in. He didn't have time to step back.
Replay of the highlights. So stay tuned. Follow our platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yes, we have some shout outs here on Facebook. What do we have? Rico Suave. Shout out San Pablo Pickleball Club, Rosario Heights, Cotabato City. Let's
Oh
go,
yeah,
guys.
because EJ is from Cotabato.
Is that why? Yep.
I
that's
think
his
so. I
group.
think so.
We have all these people watching. This is from a bit earlier, but it's okay. Let's go, team. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you guys for watching. Score has been tied up at 4-4-1.
We also have Michaela Dador watching us. That's Jin, if I'm not mistaken. What up, Jin?
Oh, lovely overhead smashes by Ken De La Cruz. He just, you know, he doesn't put it wide enough for Tim. He tries to hop out of the way with those little quick feet he has, and couldn't get his paddle all the way on it. Well done by Ken De La Cruz. He sees that Pat Baymundo. Let's get the ball in. We'll fight for our way back to the kitchen.
Lovely drop there from Patrimundo, catching Aaron Chua off guard. That ball was so short, Aaron didn't even choose to run towards it anymore.
Yeah, she saw it. We've been seeing a lot of big, heavy hits coming in, you know. That's probably one of the first ones we've seen today of Pat, you know, giving the ball back soft. So usually don't get too many of those, but hopefully she used hers well.
Sorry, Mark B. Directo correcting me here. EJ is from Sultan Kudarat, not Cotabato. Yes, I think Cotabato rings a bell to me because of Datu Hari Caron is the one from Cotabato. EJ Togade is from Sultan Kudarat. I think so is Oh yeah, it was from Mark B. Directo. I think that's the father of Red Directo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the correction has come
Yeah.
by the neighbor.
By the neighbor himself. Now here at 4-5. Team Polero with a lovely Ernie. Erin Chua wasn't even in position yet
Yeah,
to defend that.
She thought she still had some more time to move forward, but Tim said no.
Lovely play here from Patre Mundo.
They didn't use that as a kind of defensive timeout on that one. Didn't they just take that point?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to hydrate right before.
Yeah.
Right before they start playing to score to get themselves back on the board.
Probably. Get that pep talk in, get that hydration in, and ready to just finish these 7 points straight through. Can they do it? Can they? The pressure is on them right now. You know, they can't lose this match. This is the pressure match.
Plus, it's also quite a better day for our athletes today, as it's not as warm as yesterday.
It was super hot.
It was hot yesterday.
Was that?
The heat wave here in the Philippines was just quite different.
Yeah. I do remember just yesterday, just having temperature in here altogether.
So here in our comment section, Yana Prasilia from our Pickle Yard Paranaque group. Let's go Fortrust. Mark B. Directo, salamat. And thank you for correcting us as well. Maraming salamat po, Sir Mark B. Directo. Of course, we also have Judy Let K. Dumagpi. Let's go Fortrust. What about the supporters naman ng Philex Vanguards? Where are you guys? Asa na kayo? Ba't di kayo nanonood? Baka kailangan lang ng Philex Vanguards ng supporters and ng love from our viewers.
Yes. They are the ones who are down right now in this match. I do believe Philex right now in the rankings, and they had that possession. They had a chance to at least equalize the score. They were unable to do so.
Now here, Team Polero.
See Tim Polero right now being a lot more mindful of his feet. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but we can see it here. You know, he's looking down a lot, making sure he doesn't make those two errors again. Well done. Missed third shot attempt right there by Ken De La Cruz. And they get it easy, quick 2 breaks. And missed return by Ken. Tim Polero, the enforcer.
I'm getting messages here from our group from Pickle Yard Paranaque. Turns out a bunch of the guys are here.
Tim playing the tricky plays right now. What's the group saying?
They were sending me screenshots of how they were caught by the camera being on the crowd. I didn't know all of them were already here. So hello to Enzo Timbol. We have Chong. Yeah, thank you guys.
Here we go. Look at Ernesto Tugay.
Hey, from Ogden, Utah, USA. We also have Jerome Reyes. Let's go Philex Vanguards. Let's go Polero.
Yes, commenting on that lob. That
Yes.
was a lob. You know, it's you lob over the shorter person, especially if Ken is still moving up into the court. He doesn't have time. He's not split stepping yet. You know, because he doesn't expect the ball to come at his head, or I mean, to come directly at him. And that lob just down the line right over Aaron Chua's head. It won't work again, but they needed that point, and it worked well. Timeout is over. The time in has already begun. And Fortrust feels like they wanted a longer timeout, unable to get it.
We also see the lineswoman from the other side of the court now in the stands, standing.
Yes, even on our side. Look at our linesmen are up on chairs, you know. They're making sure that they have a even clear view. They do not want a repeat of what happened in our previous matchup when they were unable to see that actual ball. floor was lava on that point. No one wanted to let the ball touch the floor. Balls were going out wide. It's just Tim sent it a bit too wide. Another attempt again by Tim, but it does send them back and gets them out of their defensive positions. And
the lovely overhead there.
Yeah. Fortrust Masters unable to set up that defensive line on the kitchen. And these Vanguards do a great job of keeping them back there until they can take control and force that error. Great overhead smash by Ken De La Cruz. Catching Pat.
Now Ken De La Cruz trying to get points here for the Fortrust Masters. Oh! And a bad read there from Tim Polero, laughing it out.
He saw one coming down the line, was not sure about it, and just took a swing. Not even a good swing, it was just more of a desperate swing, and then looked down at his feet after and realized, oh, I was out.
Now here Eren Chua. Patri Mundo with a lovely setup and knowing how to finish it off.
Yes, well done, Pat. Testing the backhand of Ken De La Cruz. She has not gone to that at all today. First time this match she goes to it, and it pays off. Oh, Tim with the provocation of a little fancy footwork. And Eren Chua, not impressed, says, challenge accepted. Guess what? She won that challenge. This crucial game, can they clutch it? 9-6.
Now here Patri Mundo bring it up to lovely.
One more point.
Win there.
They need 1 point. They need to tie this up. Philex needs this. You know, I mentioned earlier that this is number 2 team and number 3 team in the ranking. So keeping that match close and bringing it down to the Dream Breaker makes it all the more exciting. Tim trying to go with the winner lob. Sends it about 3 feet long.
And a lot of confidence here, 4 points and only in need of 1. But then again, we've seen a lot of things happen here. Seeing that now with Ken De La Cruz trying to catch up, bringing them 7-10 up against the Philex Vanguards. Eren Chua up against Tim Polero. Ken De La Cruz joining the party, bring it to Patri Mundo. Now cross-court thinking here from our women players. A lovely lob there from Eren Chua finding the court. And that was a lovely chase there by Pat.
Somehow, Pat just digs that one up.
Yeah.
Like, I saw her wrist. I was like, oh, it's impossible. But somehow, she gets it back over the net, right in front of Ken. Tim attempts to go for the poach. Knocks it out.
Now just 2 points to bring this to the deuce. Fortrust on the grind here. Lovely offense here from Ken De La Cruz. Bringing it to Tim Polero. Now some left side digging. Tim Polero! Saw that ball go high, trying to attack it. They're now trying to recompose themselves here. Mixie D probably off of her seat once more. As her team here is struggling to bring this to a close. it to a lovely deuce.
We are at our deuce. This is, tensions are high. Pat and Tim just looking at each other like, we gotta get this. Come on. They are still on their first serve as well. They have 2 chances and 2 points. Oh, first serve. Yes. Tim confirming with the umpire. This is still their first serve. Again, frustrations. No errors can be accepted on either sides right now.
Lovely drives here, Nick de la Cruz. Trying to follow up off of a good streak. Aaron Chua coming through. Nick now on the lead. Team Polero trying to recompose. Patre Mundo here as they only need one more side out. The battle of second and third is quite intense
It is.
as they try to inch their way into first place here. Lovely shot there from Ken. Taking this home! Fortrust Masters, Ken Unique de la Cruz and Aaron Chua beating our Philex Vanguards, Patre Mundo and Team Polero, who weren't able to get that 1 point.
That 1 point. How many match points did they have? They were not able to put
At
it
least
away.
3.
Yeah. They had quite a few. Pat and Tim a bit frustrated with what just happened. And that is the actual matchup between these 2 teams going to Fortrust Masters. Now we will be seeing our Dream Breaker coming up. Chance for our
Very
teams
soon.
at least to get points, you know. I don't know what the actual gap is between the 2. I haven't seen it today
Yeah.
based on yesterday's rankings, what happened, but I know going into yesterday, this was Philex was 2nd place and Fortrust had 3rd place. So whatever had changed between today and tomorrow,
We'll see.
we will see.
And then my girlfriend, my partner, was actually trying to run the math where the last place would only need to win 1 whole weekend straight. And all of a sudden they can upset the whole leaderboard and they'll be on the first place.
Wow.
So that's how each weekend matters here for each team.
It is. We are really tight. Okay, we're tight. You might not see like too many like total match wins.
And now approaching us here in the booth, we have our children from Pickle Yard Philippines. We have Enzo Timbol, we have Chong Romano, and we have, of course, Joaquin Mariano. These are the children players. I call them kids because I'm too much older than they are. They're all still in college.
Yes, definitely kids to us, bro.
Yeah, kids to us.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Yeah. You know what they're excited for? I told them to bring their gear because right after all of this, I told them they could like occupy the courts and they could be playing.
We will. We definitely will.
Yeah.
We'll get some court time in. Sitting over here commenting and eating away, you know. We need our court time after this all ends. And then same order of what we had seen for our first 4 games. Then our 2 sets of mixed doubles. And they will play for a total of 4 points each in rally scoring. You will not be seeing any switching of sides. So every error on the court equals a point for the other team. And we will be getting away. Yes, we will be getting underway here very, very shortly. Time in has been called. We are at 0-0.
Kicking things off with our men's doubles pairing, Coach Toy and EJ Togade for the Fortrust Masters up against Team Polero and Hans Caballon from our Philex Vanguards. Let's see whether our Philex Vanguards can catch up.
We have a cheer here coming from Rain de la Cruz.
Hi!
Let's go, Kuya Ken. Ang galing mo, Ken. In-apply mo yung tinuro ko. What did you teach him? It's from the whole De La Cruz group is right here in the chat right now.
Oh wow!
Let's go, fam. Show your support. This is our last point before our first switch up to women's doubles. Right now we're at 1-2. Fortrust down by 1.
So far, from what I've seen, Mike, the strategy is really different once you're coming here into the Dream Breaker. Cause like I would see people like Bienzoleta like trying to do jumping jacks on the side just to make sure that she doesn't go cold while waiting.
Yeah, it is. Because you don't get warm-up time. There's no
You
prep
don't.
before your match. That's it. You are on deck, you know. When it comes, you are in the game.
Plus for people like me, I mean like 4 points is not much to go by to get myself like up and ready.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to come in cold on these matches. And this is rally scoring, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have the privilege of side out scoring where you can make that error on your serve. They don't get it here. They got to stay warm. They got to come in hot.
Plus there are other players who would start playing much safer, knowing that the scoring system is different for the Dream Breaker.
I competed in previous Pickle Yard tournaments. We had one in Alabang Town Center before, and we did rally scoring on that one. And you can see everyone is just on edge because they use rally scoring. You know, you don't see usually those hyper-aggressive serves coming out or anything. Everybody just...
They won't really score points here playing safe.
Yeah, that's the thing. You play too safe in these matches, you're going to have some really, really long rallies. And no guarantee that your opponent wants to play as safe as you do.
Now here Patre Mundo with a lovely slice return. Lovely shot there towards the middle. And then Chua struggling to cover it with her backhand.
We have our mixed doubles pairing coming in. We're going to see Ken De La Cruz in for 8 of these points.
Lovely angled shots here from our pros. Lovely defense there from Ces Katindig. Just the right amount of height and distance on that ball.
Yep. Ken tries to attack it with that backhand flick. Unsuccessful. Again, we see it. During her match. You give it to her forehand, you give it high enough, she's gonna speed that thing up. I said, this whole matchup, she's only missed that shot once.
And there was a time back then, I forgot, I think Katindig was playing against Trish Vitiaco, and they were just playing it with forehand drives the whole time. Just cross-court forehand drives is what they were doing against each other. But now we're seeing how dominant or how strong her forehand side is here for Ces Katindig. The variation she does have with her forehand. Lovely overhead. Ces Katindig on a roll.
Oh my gosh.
With a jumping backhand overhead.
That was beautiful.
A spinning jumping backhand overhead.
It was spinning too. Ken could not read that ball. It just went straight.
I mean, it was even a no-look shot.
It was no look. I had no idea where the ball was going.
Well, she knew.
She probably knew, you know. Styling on that one.
Good read there, Timpolero leaving that ball by Erin Chua. Now here, Ken Unique De La Cruz playing it towards Timpolero. Ball goes high. Ken Unique punishing that ball. Timpolero unable to defend. Now here, Erin Chua. Lovely ATP! Patre Mundo putting that ball behind Ken Unique De La Cruz.
Right back. Ken, I mean, it was pretty quick, and Ken didn't even have time to react, to step back. He didn't recognize that ATP was on the table until too late.
And now moving on to our second mixed doubles pairing.
And we also, since we are at 11, we will be seeing a change of sides.
Oh yeah.
of the players. So you'll be seeing teams switch sides on this part.
And there was something that's often brought up by Mox, and that's how something often brought up by Mox, the host, is that changing sides might not look like much to most people, but then the backgrounds could be different. You might have a preferred side as an athlete or as a player, and the lighting could also be different. And that's enough to change your perspective on the game.
Yeah, it is. Especially when you get to like let's say play internationally. When you get to outdoor courts, you know, when you're playing internationally, it really changes the line. Like it changes the side that the sun is on. It just there's a lot of variables when it comes to changing court, so it can mess up your game.
Lovely speed up there, EJ Togade. Hans Caballon being patient. Tim Polero with the speed up towards the side. Coach Toy! Slightly off position when he took that shot. Hans Caballon up against EJ Togade. Opting for that stay. EJ Togade up against Tim Polero. Tim Polero scrambling. Coach Toy with a lovely lob. Doesn't find the baseline there.
Our men's double pairing, we have one more point left for them before we swap back to our women's doubles.
And despite all this is rally scoring, our men's doubles players are playing more aggressively than they were earlier.
Yeah, actually, huh?
They are.
They want to come in and show what they've got for 4 points.
Hans Caballon smiling for the camera there. Now here, let's see what our women's doubles pair can do. Lovely shot. Macy Solon Ibanez playing her angles there. What a lovely fake. Like she was looking at Cess the whole time, but played the shot towards
Pat's outside leg, you know.
Lovely shot here from Patre Mundo. Macy Solon Ibanez on the defense. Now on the offense, Macy Ibanez catching Patre Mundo.
Lady Tower just showing us how high that tower goes. Getting way up there.
Scramble there. Macy. You know, I always said she plays like a libero when she's on the defense. Now she's playing like a spiker on the offense.
Right now, she's got a lot of overheads today.
And you know, now
very well with them.
Now that she's playing like a spiker, it's almost as though her setter for this game is actually Eren Chua. Setting those shots up for her.
Well, lucky for her, her setters are on the other side of the court today. Pat and Cess have been setting her all day.
Now let's see what they can do here. Fortrust Masters in need of 6 points to catch up. Then again, they are up by 3 wins.
They are up. So, get as many points as they can. Wow. It was a very, very wide, questionable, you know, kind of dink put out there by Cess Katindig. And Macy just gave it back real high, hands all over it.
Ooh. Down the line attempt there by Cess Katindig. Offering a point here for our Fortrust Masters.
Well done. Nice, very deep cross-court return by Cess.
Lovely serve there by Kenyon De La Cruz, getting them another point. Now at 11-17. 6 points need to be made here by Unique De La Cruz and Eren Chua to equalize this.
We mentioned earlier, you know, he's in for 8 points. He gets to stay hot for just 2 rounds through. So hopefully he can keep this going. He might be able to.
And
they can take all 4 of these points, right?
Like, these players have played against each other a lot in other competitions, and I think Unique De La Cruz just knows what to do going up against here Patre Mundo and Tim Polero. Tim Polero reminding Ken who Tim Polero is. Lovely lob there, Ken Unique on the attack. Another overhead by Ken Unique.
Great placement by Ken. It was a very, very deep overhead. Tim didn't step all the way back behind the baseline. He was hoping it would be a bit shorter than that. And Ken still finds his toes. Coming in, men's doubles. Our Philex Vanguards only need 2 points to secure this and take at least 2 out of these 3 matches. That's 1. Can they get this next one? You're gonna see here that the point, if they are unable to score this point right now, and they do side out, what's gonna happen is they are gonna freeze at 20, and they cannot win off of an error of their opponent. They are gonna need to be the ones serving. And just like that, you are going to see the Fortrust Musters. Their points will still be going up, but unless the Philex Vanguards are able to score 2 points in a row, they cannot win.
Lovely shot there, Hans Cabellon. Playing both angles, left and right. Countered there by Coach Toy Bagumbon. Now here EJ Togade. Trying to chase down and hack away at 5 points. Ooh.
Now that it is their service, that was the 4th point. Even though you'll see that they may have one more. Oh yeah, we are correct. All right. Swap through. Can they win right now? Their women's doubles.
Ses Katendig, Patre Mundo. Eren Chua on the attack. Macy Solon Ibanez. Bring it cross court towards Patre Mundo. Both are left side players. Trying to attack each other. Eren Chua with a lovely defensive lob there.
And that is game right there.
Point awarded there.
A very nonchalant win right there by Pat Raimundo. Runs up to the ball, sees that it is just past the line, says very calmly, out, and takes the win. Well done right there from our girls. Securing that last point they needed. So we do end that matchup between our Fortrust Masters and Philex Vanguards at 3-2 going to the side of Fortrust. Now we will see eventually how that disrupts or how that changes the overall ranking for the league. But until then, stay on our toes. We have a next match coming up soon. They will be warming up. And for us, let's just watch some highlights.
And before we proceed, G. Carino here saying shout out to Shobe Grace Bermudez. And in a moment being, we're going to have our dear self face of the game, as well as our game stats. And of course, we'll never know who it is. We're looking for our Sports Central player of the game. Now coming up next for our 3rd game for today, we're gonna have the Cebuana Lijulia Gems up against the Fortrust Forex Bulls. So now coming in shortly. So while we're waiting, to all of our viewers, kindly share, comment, and support all of our streaming platforms on the Pickle Yard Conference League. We're currently streaming from our Pickle Yard Philippines Facebook page as we try to get our PYCL page back up and running. And we're also gonna be on, well, we're currently on YouTube, but we'll also be on TikTok shortly. Now our dear self is of the game, Marty, the owner of the Fortrust Masters.
Look at
Handsome
that
looking man.
face. Look at that face.
Handsome looking man. So proud of their score today.
3-2. Look at him with the W. Well done. And coming up shortly, we're going to be having our
Game 2 match results with the Fortrust Masters taking the win for today. 3 wins up against 2 for the Philex Vanguards, and we're going to have Mike read the rest of our scores.
Yes, as you can see on the screen, we have our men's doubles. Fortrust Masters take that one, 11-9. Our women's doubles, a very nail-biting match right there. The Vanguards run away with that one, 12-10. We were stuck in that deuce. It was a great match to watch. We had our mixed doubles coming up. Fortrust Masters also took that one. That put them directly at that 2-1 position. So then came down to the fourth game, which was the nail-biter. And came down to deuce again, but Fortrust Masters ran away with it.
And
then
now,
our dream breaker,
sorry, go on.
Philex, went ahead and clutched that for those points. See how it changes up the league.
Now in a moment, we're going to have Rose, our very beautiful courtside reporter, to present our Sports Central player of the game. Cue in Rose.
What's up, Pickleball fans? We are still live here at the Pickle Yard SOMO for our Game 8 of the Pickle Yard Conference League powered by Sports Central. Katatapos lang po ng ating second match, isang intense na laban between the Philex Vanguards and the Fortrust Masters. And now, standing here with me is our best player of the game. Please all welcome Aaron Chua representing the winning team Fortrust Masters. Yes. So, Aaron, congratulations and napakaganda naman talaga ng pinakita mong performance. So, ito question lang, no? Pagdating sa laban or during the game, so paano yung, kasi yung pickleball is a game of patience, no? So how do you stay calm, no? To wait, syempre yung bola hindi naman lagi mong i-atakin. So how do you stay calm and wait?
Yung patience, lalo na si Dinking. So ako, ilang months din ako nag-adjust sa transition from tennis to pickleball. So after nung na-adjust ko na ilang months, sinabi ko sa teammates ko na ang play ng pickleball is more on soft game. So be patient tayo, train lang natin, drills natin, kaya natin to.
And ito naman, with regards sa communication, no, sa mga nagiging ka-partner mo sa double. So, paano ba yung communication nyo ng partner mo during those crucial moments? Kung sino ba dapat titira ng bola, kanino pa dapat tong bola to? Paano yung communication during the game?
Usap lang talaga. So importante yung usap, mind yours. Kung hindi, syempre yung iba ng games naman namin talaga, nalulusutan kami sa gitna. So, pag forehand side, kukunin ko. So, yung backhand side, yung partner ko kukuha. Pero more on communication lang talaga kami.
And lastly, ngayon na nasa second league na tayo nating competition, so how would you describe your overall experience being part of the Pickle Yard Conference League? Season 1.
Sobrang saya. I mean, kahit kinakabahan ako and then team ko, kaya namin to, ilalaban namin to, more on training. Let's go, Fortrust!
Woo! And of course, Greenwich for sa ating best player of the game. Woo!
Thank you, Greenwich, sa papizza. Yay! Thank you!
Kainin mo.
Kainin mo!
Ay, bata! Hoy, walking fast. Kainin mo na, agad. Agad.
First bite.
First bite ba? First bite.
Oh.
Agad.
How was it? How was it?
Sarap! More pa!
Thank you, Greenwich. Thank you, Fortrust Masters. But wait, there's more. Hindi pa tapos ang ating laban dito sa ating Game Day 8. Up next, we have the Cebuana Luwilier Gems against Born to Win PH Forex Bulls. This is Rose keeping you courtside. We'll be right back.
And congratulations to our Fortrust Masters. Thank you very much to our courtside reporter, Rose, for bringing in Aaron Chua. And as we saw there today, our Sports Central player of the game is now awarded with a Greenwich pizza. More incentives for them to be to play their best game here at the Pickle Yard Conference League. Of course, we also have our very own Greenwich lunch, which we're very excited to have. My name is Chino Romero,
Mike Evangelista.
and we're gonna be back in 30 minutes with our third game of the day. We're gonna have the Cebuana Lihulier Gems up against the Born to Win PH Forex Bulls. So kindly share our live. We'll be back in a moment and watch us. We'll be there.
We'll be here.
Thank you very much.